What's going on, buddies? This is Invader, and I'm shooting up another thrilling video. Now, recently there's been a lot of hiring going on at Rare. They're probably ramping up production on a new game in the works aside from Sea of Thieves. Now, Rare is a fairly large studio. They have roughly anywhere from 200 to 230 people, give or take. They usually have other projects cooking up on the side. Originally, I thought we'd hear from them at E3 with an announcement of a new Baltos game, but that didn't come to fruition. I still think there's a new announcement to be made, maybe at the upcoming Gamescom. Who knows? But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that they've got handed the Fable IP and are working on a reboot or a straight continuation into Fable 4. It's a very plausible scenario, as Microsoft are preferring to do more stuff internally now, and quite honestly, there probably aren't too many studios that can do Fable justice. You know, you've got a bunch of key talent coming in from ex-Lionhead employees, and things just keep adding up. Rare already have a bit of a quirky culture to begin with, and I could totally see them working on something Fable related. The thing is, if this is the case, we won't be seeing a new Fable game for a while. At least 2 to 3 years given large-scale game developments, if we're lucky. Again, this is just me speculating. Something I like to do occasionally if you've ever watched my videos. I think it's pretty safe to say, though, that Microsoft still sees value in the Fable property. Otherwise, they would have sold it off by now, or Lionhead Studios as a whole. I always enjoyed Fable. It was always a very colorful, interesting world, and I certainly hope it continues on. Changing gears now, I recently conducted a community poll asking people what their favorite and least favorite games with gold are thus far. Not surprisingly, Sunset Overdrive topped my poll at around 54%. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition came in at second. Honorable mentions go to Limbo, How to Survive, and Rayman Legends. The least liked games with gold titles were The Deer God at 32% of the vote, followed closely by Goat Simulator, which in all honesty I didn't care for either of them at all. Other least liked titles include The Banner Saga and Numa. I suppose I decided to do these polls because, things could always be improved. I like to see some launch titles eventually come, like Rise, Forza 5, or Dead Rising 3. Even though I already own these games, I would love people to get exposed to them. In all honesty, I don't expect the games to be new AAA titles, and I definitely feel, I don't feel any entitlement whatsoever. I would just like to see some slightly more quality games come up. However, I do appreciate the variety in genres that I've been seeing in the games, whether it's a card game, turn-based role-playing, and whatnot. I can definitely appreciate that. To paraphrase the words of my buddy Stormbringer on the whole games with gold titles, these games that, for the most part, I probably wouldn't normally pick up or play, but hey, it opens my eyes to other genres, and it's an opportunity to check them out. Anyways, they're there if you ever feel bored or compelled to play something, right? So before I go, please take the time to check out 2 excellent members of the gaming community, Xbot448 and Oh Snap Suckas. They are always involved, whether doing a podcast, Twitch stream, or creating content, or just being really awesome people overall. They're very supportive to everybody in the Xbox community here, and I'd like for them to know how much that I appreciate them. If you haven't already, definitely check them out. I'll leave their information down below. Anyways, thanks for taking the time to watch the video, guys. Please remember to like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe. Ciao for now, and see ya!